So we found some Topps Chrome UFC Mega Boxes at Target.
Oh my.
Thank you for that. And yes, we are kind of excited for this one. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we have these Topps Chrome UFC Mega Boxes from Target. I was doing some shopping, saw them on the shelf, figured why not give them a try, see what's in these things. You do get 6 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. There is a guaranteed auto per box, and then you do get the 10 X-Fractors. Other than that, as you can see, they don't really put much more of anything on the box, but decided to grab 2 of them. They were $59.99, which seems a little high for Target because most of their mega boxes normally retail at $49 or $54.99. So it is what it is. We still bought them. I was kind of curious to see what was in these mega boxes. I have watched a few hobby boxes being ripped, and the hobby boxes are just a little bit too out of my price range for what I wanted to pay, considering I don't really collect UFC cards at all. But I did used to be a big UFC fan. I kind of got into it actually with WEC and a Uriah Faber, Mike Brown saga. And then, of course, Chuck Liddell, Rampage Jackson, the Brock Lesnar days. Kind of the time when I was watching. Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen. But I got a fired up Gilbert Burns. Our first X-Fractor, we have a Royce Gracie, kind of an older fighter, and a Jamal Hill with the silver or the standard refractor on the end. So the cool thing I like about these cards is that it's a nice blend of old and new fighters. Most, UFC, WWE sets have a lot of legends or, older fighters just to help round out these sets. But I got a Sterling there, and here we have an Allen Ginter Suarez. It looks like a base. Kind of a cool looking insert. And then with our X-Fractors here, we have a Gagne and a Stipe Miocic. Definitely cool looking cards. I don't know really the odds of pulling any of the other refractors, any of the numbered ones. I do not think you are guaranteed any numbered cards in these retail boxes, so they might be a little bit harder to pull. Got a Derek Lewis here. And with our first autograph, speaking of Chael Sonnen, we have an Octagon Legends Chael Sonnen. The autograph's a little wonky. Looks like he used a fat tip marker. Using a Crayola marker on that auto. Got a John Jones Path Blazers behind him. Definitely will take that. I was not the biggest fan of Chael Sonnen back when he was fighting. I was more of an Anderson Silva fan when he was kind of fighting him throughout the years. But after he was done, I've kind of grown to like him, especially when they brought him in. I think it was with, ESPN, kind of doing some of the ringside calls. Grown to like him. So we'll definitely take that auto. Again, I think he used like a Crayola marker on that one because that auto is a little wonky. But let's see what else we can pull from this box. It does look like we have a silver Allen Ginter insert here. Got a John Jones. And let's see who we have. Got a Donald Cerrone. Got the Cowboy. Definitely fought during the time I used to watch. Not the biggest fan of him, but got an Amanda Lemos X-Fractor and a Mike Davis with the silver on the end. So I have no idea what the value of any of these cards are worth, but I will say this has already been a fun break just because it brings me back to kind of my glory days with the UFC, and I do apologize if I'm chopping up any names or, just there's a lot of names I'm not familiar with, so I do apologize if I mispronounce anyone. And Adesanya there. And behind him, the X-Fractor, Themba Gorimbo, rookie. And this is the Hyper parallel. I think it's the Hyper. Might just be the Prism. Not exactly sure. Got a Fizaev, brick by brick, Volkanovski, and a Khabib. X-Fractors. We'll definitely take those. So the Hyper is not numbered. I would assume you probably get, maybe one of these per mega boxes. I'm not quite sure about the blaster boxes. I didn't take too much of a look. They had a couple sitting there. You are not guaranteed an autograph, but I do believe there are 4 of whatever the exclusive parallels are for the blasters. They were $29.99, but I decided to go with the mega boxes this time. Got a fired up Justin Tafa, an Arnold Allen, X-Fractor, and we'll finish it off with a Manel Cape rookie card. So first box, not too bad. Definitely bringing back a lot of memories. Some of these fighters from back when I used to watch. So definitely a fun rip. Like I said, I have no idea about the value of these things. Not really too concerned about, what these sell for or making money back. I was just more so wanting to see kind of what was in these. Like I said, Topps did take over the UFC license, so it is exciting that, we are going to have more sets coming from Topps, because I think Topps they do a really nice job with a lot of their sets. And these Chrome sets, they look good. They feel good. First pack here, we got a brick by brick Dawson there. Got a Mike Davis, the X-Fractor, and a Dariush with the silver, or with the regular refractor. Yeah, I'm not too sure how many more of these I will rip. Maybe we'll jump into a hobby box. See how the rest of this mega box goes, and we'll kind of go from here. But so far, it's been a good time. Can't complain. Got a Chimaev with the Allen and Ginter base. Got a Colby Covington with the X-Fractor. And a Krylov on the back. Yeah, not that Panini was doing necessarily anything wrong, but sometimes it just seems like Panini sets are a little bit unorganized, and they just kind of apply what's popular with the other sports to the sets, like and we have an autograph of Frank Mir, Octagon legend, another guy I grew up watching. Got a Path Blazers silver of Donald Cerrone. Pulled a couple of him now. And a Brian Ortega. Definitely take him. Yeah, it's nice to see a lot of these fighters are the ones I used to watch when I was watching UFC. Frank Mir wasn't one of my favorite guys to watch, but it was quite amusing and I guess entertaining when he fought Brock Lesnar, and unfortunately Brock Lesnar just kind of put the whooping on him. If you remember any of those fights back in the day when Brock was in the UFC, one of his first fights was against Frank, and it didn't end well for Frank. Kind of got pinned down in a corner and just got wailed on by Big Brock. Got a Kamaru Usman, Dominic Cruz, Daniel Cormier. That's awesome to see. Got a Duplessis here with the brick by brick. Another Dariush with the X-Fractor. And an Osborne rookie refractor. Yeah, definitely enjoying this set. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this new Topps Chrome UFC. Kind of the re-debut for Topps taking back over the license. I know a lot of people might not be as excited, especially if you were a fan of any of the, the Prism sets or anything like that. Got a Sean O'Malley. Justin Taffa with the Hyper here. We have another Hyper or Prism. Like I said, I'm not sure of exactly what type of parallel that is. Got a Jubilee with the X-Fractor and a Rachmaninoff there on the end. Pop this into a sleeve real quick. And we'll be on to our last pack of the break. If you watched all the way through, thank you for hanging out with us and checking out what these mega boxes have to offer. At $60, it is what it is. If you're a UFC fan, I would say it's totally worth it. If you're like me and not really too big of a fan, I would say try one or two. Not a bad rip. So we got a Covington there with the Allen and Ginter, a Volkov, and a Tom Aspinall to finish us off there. But yeah, definitely worth the fun in my eyes. Like I said, if you're not a UFC fan, I would say probably not the best rip for you, but let me know what you think. Are you going to go buy some of these? Have you already bought them? What's your best pull? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It is much appreciated and definitely helping the channel grow. And as always, good luck breaking.